In the land of the free and the home of the brave, there was once a young woman whose story was stolen, rewritten by power, silenced by law, and buried in shame. This is the chilling story of Carrie Buck, a girl who became the face of one of America's darkest experiments, and the name behind a Supreme Court decision that gave the government the power to sterilize people against their will. Carrie Buck was born in 1906 in Charlottesville, Virginia. Her life began in hardship. Her father died young, and her mother, Emma Buck, was declared feeble-minded and institutionalized. Carrie was sent to foster care at the age of 4. She wasn't mentally ill. She wasn't defective. She was poor, vulnerable, and alone. That was enough. In 1924, at the age of 17, Carrie was committed to the Virginia State Colony for epileptics and feeble-minded, the same place where her mother was confined. The real reason? She had become pregnant after being raped by a member of her foster family. Instead of justice, she got confinement. To understand Carrie's story, we have to understand the ideology of eugenics, the pseudo-scientific belief that humanity could be improved by controlling who gets to reproduce. By the early 20th century, eugenics had infected American policy. Politicians, doctors, and even Supreme Court justices supported it. Sterilization laws were passed in more than 30 states. The poor, the disabled, the unfit. These people were targeted, not for what they'd done, but for who they were. In 1927, Carrie became the plaintiff in the infamous Supreme Court case, Buck vs. Bell. But here's the horrifying twist. She didn't choose to sue. She was set up, used as a test case to legally justify forced sterilizations. Her lawyer? He supported eugenics. The judge? Already convinced. The outcome? Pre-written. The Supreme Court ruled 8-1 in favor of sterilizing Carrie Buck. Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes Jr. delivered the infamous words, "3 generations of imbeciles are enough." That sentence changed history. Carrie was sterilized shortly after the ruling. She was told it was for her appendicitis. She never got the chance to have more children. She lived a quiet life, eventually released from the institution, married and worked as a domestic. She never stopped insisting she had done nothing wrong. And she hadn't. In total, over 60,000 people in the US were forcibly sterilized, and Buck vs. Bell was used to justify it for decades. In 2002, 75 years later, Virginia's governor finally acknowledged what had happened. He apologized to Carrie's memory and called the sterilizations what they were, a shameful effort rooted in injustice. But here's the truth that still haunts us today. Buck vs. Bell has never been officially overturned. It's still on the books. Carrie Buck's story isn't just history, it's a warning. Carrie was never an imbecile, she was a survivor. Her story reminds us what happens when science is corrupted by prejudice, and when law is used to destroy, not protect. Share her story, because history forgotten is history repeated. If you found this story important, subscribe for more hidden histories, and drop a comment. Should Buck vs. Bell finally be overturned?